Welcome back, everybody. Brand new Motivation and Mindset Monday. We're going to be going over the 12 characteristics, the 12 values of being a leader in your community, your family, your business, your organization, and just in life. I was reading the book, and I talked about it last Friday, I believe, on our Friday review, and it's a book called The Score Takes Care of Itself by Bill Walsh. Now, I was given this book. I was actually recommended this book. I love being able to purchase books and basically share this knowledge with others as well, because it is not enough for us to retain the knowledge, use the knowledge in our life, but I truly believe that we need to share it with others. So I read this book, and I don't necessarily read a lot of books like this, but I'm glad that I did. And that's because the whole book isn't just about these 12 values, but if you understand these 12 values, it's a great platform to you to lead from the front, or for you to lead from the front, be a role model for your community, for your family, and for anyone that you serve in this world. So I'm going to share with you those 12 values that Bill Walsh spoke about. And then what I want to do is share with you the bonus one that he said, this is ultimately what you become, what you want to strive for just by living this life in these virtues. So let's get started. The first three I shared on the last Friday review, I'm going to give you the rest of them here today as well. The first one is to be yourself. I love this one. Should probably be the last one, but we'll start with it. Meaning being yourself means you're not trying to emulate anybody else. Now, I do talk about whether it's being a health coach or in business or a first-time parent. Yeah, model others that you see successful. Model others that you've read about, that you have a blueprint for, that you've done a coaching program for, whatever it is. Model that until you start to feel more comfortable. No doubt about it. But ultimately, you're not supposed to be anybody other than you. People will ultimately look to you as you serve them as a leader because you are you. And I think that that's a big part of it. Don't ever try to be anybody else. Model behaviors you like, but don't try to be anybody else but you. The second is this: be committed to excellence. I love this. I preach this all the time to my team. I say, listen, I'm not perfect. You're not going to be perfect either, but we're going to strive for excellence. What does that mean? If we see something that we know can be improved upon, it's our job to improve upon it in life, for us, for our family, for anyone that we serve, especially as practitioners, health practitioners. For those we serve, strive for excellence. If you don't know something, if a question came up, look it up, learn more about it, read a book on it, right? Like any one of those things, strive for excellence. The amazing thing is this: as you continue to strive for excellence, you will realize there's a whole lot more for you to learn, right? I just call it bettering our best. Every single year, my team over at the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, at Equalife, at the Stephen Cabral brand, we just try to get better. That's it. Try to serve better, learn more, share more, just get better. Like that's ultimately what it's all about. All right. Number three is this: as you are committed to excellence in being yourself, you want to be positive. And here's the thing: there's so much negativity in the world around us. There really is. So do people need more negativity? No. Are they attracted to negativity? Yes, because the limbic part of our brain always wants to hear the negative things. That's why in the news, it's 90% negative. Why? Well, the news stations would give you more positive if more people tuned in, but they know through studies that more people tune into the negative. Why do they tune into the negative? Because it's our early warning system. The limbic part of our brain needs to know what to be worried about so that we stay safe. Okay, but here's the thing. People want to follow a leader that leads them through positivity. That's realistic with them when it needs to be realistic. I hope that on the Cabral Concept, I share with you things that we should be fearful of. The environmental toxins, the pesticides, the herbicides, all the different heavy metals, etc. But at the end of the day, we need to stay positive because we can be healthy. I spent a decade of my life not well. Technically the first 27 years of my life, right? But 10 years with diagnosed diseases. But the truth is, yeah, like those were hard times, but I got better, right? I got better, and so can everybody else. That you need to be positive in order to lead. And for yourself as well. Like it's hard being negative all the time because you need to uplift yourself as well. Number 4 is be prepared. Don't wait for something to go wrong to be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared for things that could go wrong, but also just be prepared with what you know you need to do. So Just a small example. On Sunday nights, I try to teach people like, no, don't have to ruin your weekend, right? Don't have to do more work on your weekend, but Sunday night, take 30 minutes. Get your desk prepared, get your work prepared, get the lunches for the kids prepared for the week, like write out your schedule, do whatever you need to do, just be prepared. It just makes life so much easier. But also, if you're leading someone, or let's say you're a health practitioner going into a client session, appointment, consultation, be prepared. Look at the notes that they had, look at their lab results, have their plan ready. I've tried to teach this to all the personal trainers I've worked with, all the yoga instructors, all the health coaches, nutritionists, functional medicine doctors, etc. Be prepared. Be ready to lead. Number 5 is be detail-oriented. A lot of us like to just kind of, fly from the seat of our pants and just kind of, go with whatever life throws our way. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But what I found is that you're going to lead life more than it's going to lead you if you have a detailed plan. So not just like, oh yeah, I want to be a health coach, or I want to get healthier, or I want to lose weight, or I want a better relationship. No, like, what does it take to improve your relationship? Write it down and then begin to implement that plan. Same with your health, same with weight loss, same with your career, like whatever it is. Same with spirituality. Like, yeah, I want to be more spiritual. I want to be more in touch with God, with the universe, etc. Okay, like, well, what's the plan, right? What's the plan? Write it out. That's the detail-oriented. Number 6 is be organized. Along the same lines, like know what you need to do and also what you don't need to do. Get rid of the clutter and be organized. And I'm not going to say that I'm always the most organized individual. I rely on systems in order to stay organized. And what it's led for me in my own life is that then I have less stress and less anxiety. Because I say, no, like I said on my podcast, if you haven't checked it out, please do check it out. Throw away your to-do list and do this instead. You can just search that on Google in my name. And it will go through no more to-do lists. When there is an action item to take place, put it in your calendar. And that is because only things that are written down in your day are going to get done, right? So be organized. That's the plan. But also, what am I going to do during that half hour? That's the detail-oriented and the organization. Number 7 is be accountable. Not all of us are great at being accountable to ourselves. That's really difficult. Myself included. No doubt about it, myself included. So some things I'm easier to be accountable for myself for because I enjoy those things more, right? So yeah, I want to do them more. But the things that I don't, or they're hard, or they're new, or there's a little bit of fear, not as good. So what do we need? Even as leaders, we need someone that we're accountable to. A coach, a group of people, a workout buddy, you name it. Somebody to be accountable to is a great thing. But also, you holding your team, your family, etc. accountable in a loving way, but still holding them accountable. Number 8, I love this one. Be nearsighted, but also farsighted at the same time. That might sound a little bit of a paradox, right? But it's not. So nearsighted means you know the details of the day. Farsighted means you know what you're trying to achieve over the year. Go back and check out my show on the 12-week year. We'll link some of these up today at stephencabral.com/3132. So go to stephencabral.com/3132 for all of these 12 plus the bonus and some of the additional shows as well to link back to. Okay. So the 12-week year talks about this. Over a year, what can I accomplish? That's your goal. Your 1 or 2 big goals for the year, maybe 3 maximum. Then you're breaking it down to quarters. That's your 12 weeks. Then you're breaking it down to months. Then you're breaking it down to weeks. And then what can I do in a day? I have a whole show dedicated to just that. I usually revisit it once a year. So farsighted the year, nearsighted today. So let's say you want to lose 60 pounds in a year. Okay. What's that? 5 pounds per month. Okay. 1.2 pounds or so, 1.25 per week. Yeah, you could definitely do that, right? Definitely achievable. Okay. So what's your big goal? 60 pounds of weight loss in a year. What's your monthly goal? About 5 pounds in a month. What's your weekly goal? About 1.25 pounds. Yeah. So that's how it works. Farsighted, but then you know your big goal, stay nearsighted. All right. Number 8 is this, be fair. I like this one. Every single day, I have to make difficult decisions, which I never thought I would have to do inside of my health-based companies. And they're challenging. They honestly are. And I have to decide just some hard things that I just never thought I would have to be able to do. But I won't cut corners and I won't degrade any of our products. And I'm always going to serve our community to the best of my ability and our team's ability because I'm only one individual. We've got 100 amazing people inside of this organization. So what does that mean though? At the end of the day, though, I need to be fair. Like, that's it. I need to be fair to our clients, to our customers all over the world, to our team, and to myself. Like, I could literally work 24 hours a day, but I have to be fair to my organization, which means they need my hours, they need my time, but also I have to be fair to my family. I need to be fair, like, all around. Like, I need to be fair to myself. So it's being fair in life and making the right decisions on, is this fair? So you don't want it. The best way to think about it is like if you have two kids, you want to be fair. Like, you want to make a decision, like, can't treat one child better than the other. But there are some times when you have to do more for this child than this child because they need a little bit more. That's also fair. And then when it comes time for the other child to get a little bit more because they need it in a certain area, they get a little bit more. It's still fair. You have to know how to make those decisions. It's challenging, but honestly, I always say, have no regrets in life. Do the best of your ability and stay nearsighted as well as farsighted at the same time. All right. The next one goes along with being fair, be firm. Once you've made a decision, it's your decision. So sometimes, in my organizations or even with a client, I have to be firm. I had a client from Australia, a good client, good person, a friend. And they messaged me and they said, hey, I'm dealing with this, this, and this. And I said, oh, I was like, that's strange. You haven't had that for like a year or so, maybe a year and a half. And I go, what's going on? They said, well, I've taken a break from my supplements. I've taken a break from this. They're like, well, what should I do? And I said to them, listen, like, I want to be honest with you. You came to me many years ago with these specific issues. We fixed them. You came to me about 3 years ago with leaning towards back the same ones. You fixed them. We fixed them. You came to me a year and a half ago, same type of issues. We fixed them. You're asking me again. And I want you to know that my answer is not going to change. And I'm saying this to you because I care about you and I know it's going to help. And I need to be firm with you that this is what you need to continue with because this is what keeps your body in balance. Ayurvedic medicine has talked about this for 6,000 years. Traditional Chinese medicine talks about balance. Every form of medicine except Western conventional medicine talks about balance because they just use pharmaceuticals. So I want you to know I'm saying this because I care about you and your health. You can't stop doing these things or your body becomes imbalanced. They didn't love that answer, to be honest with you. But my job as a practitioner is to help people heal, not tell them exactly what they want to hear. So I had to stay firm. Now, ultimately, I believe they will take my advice because I've helped them many times to heal. But sometimes it's being firm as to what they need to hear, not necessarily what they want. Us as well. I ask my executive team all the time, don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. All right. Number 11, we're almost there, is being flexible. So there are times, right? All of these seem like paradoxes or oxymorons. There are times when you need to be flexible. There are times when things come up that you need to break the rules a little bit. You need to go against your principles in certain regards. Not dramatically, but just say, yeah, this is one of those times. It's an extenuating circumstance. We need to let this slide. All right. We had, let's just say they're a model employee and they've been with us for years. They're doing great. Missed a couple days. Weren't at meetings when they should have been. We call them and say, hey, what's going on? Like, this isn't like you, right? We, firm is, here's our policies. I hate to say this, but I've had this, and this going on. Oh, yeah, there's a little humanity here, right? This is a human being that needs a little bit of time. I know you're busy. I know you have a very important role in this company. We need to get you a little bit of time, right? So that's why sometimes you need to be flexible, right? You need to be flexible. You need to understand that we're humans helping humans. And even any team you lead, organization, community, etc., they're human. My client, even though I was firm, and this is like the 4th time that it's happened, they're still human. They still mess up. I mess up. We're human. So humanity, it's not a problem that you let things slide and that you stop doing this, and this. That's okay. It's okay. But here's how we get back on track. It's that same answer. All right. Number 12 is this, before we get to the bonus. Not be yourself, which was number 1, but believe in yourself. This is a tough one. We teach this in IHP Mastery, which is basically becoming a master health coach, becoming a certified life coach as well. It means that at the end of the day, you need to overcome your imposter syndrome. You're feeling like a fraud. You're feeling that you're not ready to lead. you are. You're ready to lead your family. You're ready to lead a great relationship. You're ready to lead your community. You're ready to lead your clients. You're ready to lead. You're ready to lead your own life. We always wait for someone to anoint us to be ready. That day never comes. It honestly doesn't. It is just time to begin to say, I'm ready to take imperfect action. Imperfect action means you know that you're going to mess up. And that's okay, because you're human, right? And your team that you lead, they know you're human. You're going to do your best. But at the end of the day, you need to take action. The world needs others to step up and lead from the front. And I know, listening to this podcast, day in and day out, you are that person. So that is what leads then to number 13, which is be a leader. Now, the thing is, a lot of people don't want to consider themselves a leader. They don't want to say, oh, I'm not a leader, I'm not this, I'm not that. No. If you exemplify being yourself, committed to excellence, being positive, being prepared, being detailed-oriented and organized and accountable, staying nearsighted as well as farsighted, being fair but firm, staying flexible in order to understand and be part of humanity, as well as believing in yourself, you automatically become a leader. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to get started. Hopefully today's show was helpful. I thank you so much for being a part of this Cabral Concept community. For any help, always let us know at cabralsupportgroup.com. And of course, share this show with anyone you believe it could serve by sending them on over to stephencabral.com/3132 for all of today's show notes. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing rest of the day. I'll talk with you tomorrow on our next Cabral Concept. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to make sure that you're getting our daily content, not missing out on anything functional medicine, wellness, weight gain, weight loss, anti-aging, living longer, stronger, and all of the most cutting-edge research. And if there's any topics you want to hear, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Take care.